honestly, I've already kind of accepted that the fish aren't doing what I need them to do. At the end of the day, it's still just a tournament on, a normal lake, and you kind of have to throw a lot of that local advantage out the window.
I'm looking to kind of turn my train wreck around here of a season so far. Practice has been decent.
We're gonna go do a lot of looking tomorrow and hopefully have a good limit in the morning. That is the goal. We'll see what the Lord blesses us with.
As far as the cut weight goes out here, I honestly, I don't know. I mean, every time I've been here, they catch really big bags.
I don't play. My gosh, with passion, I think you better get out my way. Ain't no procrastination, I'm running a one-man race. Heart of a lion, beating my chest like calm. I see you. That's a big one too, dude. What you ain't from? Here I come, here I come.
We made it to Lake of the Ozarks. We are here. We've actually just wrapped up 3 days of practice. It's been a fun 3 days. It's been a windy 3 days. Fish are spawning, and some are post-spawn, but most of them are spawning. There are so many fish on bed right now, and with that much wind blowing, you could really only look at 1/3 of the lake to find and mark beds. I probably have 100 different bass on bed marked on my unit that I'm going to be looking at this week. Today is our off day. I love that Major League Fishing gives us an off day to sit back, relax, do tackle, and it is going to be beautiful. But it's 75 degrees today. It's going to warm that water up. It's going to be 75 tomorrow, day one of the tournament, and the wind's out of the south, 10 miles an hour. So totally different wind direction, but less wind, beautiful day, and then rain probably the next day. Maybe some storms.
Love this lake, even though it hasn't been too friendly to me in the past. We're gonna try to turn that around this week. The weather's been challenging on Lake of the Ozarks during the practice. It's been blowing. The first day was like sustained 20-25 miles an hour with 40-mile-an-hour gusts. Been trying to do some sight fishing and look at them, and that's making it really tough. So today you can see that it's gorgeous out. It should pull them up to the bank. I'm excited about that. And we're just gonna kind of wing it. I definitely got some areas where there's some fish pulling up, and they're a little bit skittish and kind of spooky. So I'm hoping that I'm able to get in there and catch a couple, but it's gonna be challenging, and I wouldn't expect nothing less for the Invitational here at Ozarks this week.
Yo.
Go on.
Sup?
Hey guys.
Welcome back to the channel.
All right, so here we are, stop number 4 of the MLF Invitationals on Lake of the Ozarks. So we are on the home pond this week. Thankfully, I'm looking to kind of turn my train wreck around here of a season so far. Practice has been decent. The lake is a little lower than I'd like to see it for some of the things I like to do. But all in all, found some bedfish and found some other ways to catch a few fish, and just planning to go out in the morning and get started and catch them.
From a points perspective, it's a really critical tournament. I've been having a pretty good year, and I'm sitting pretty good in the points with 2, I'd say, question marks coming up on the schedule as far as river systems and tidal fisheries. So as far as, and the points are really tight, so when it comes to that, having a good event here on the home lake where I have a lot of experience is really important. There's a little bit extra riding on this event, so going out there and doing my job and catching fish is, that's going to be key. What you have to be careful of is not getting caught up with the home lake deal and, feeling like too much and wanting to run all over the lake. And we talked about that today, that, something that's going to be really important for us, especially locals, is just getting in an area and settling down and, doing what we know how to do and not doing the whole running around thing and fishing all over the place and hopping around. Maybe, once we get a limit or, a decent bag, we can do a little more of that. But, just got to go fishing. And at the end of the day, it's still just a tournament on, a normal lake. And you kind of have to throw a lot of that local advantage out the window.
Well, it comes as no surprise. You've turned around to run and hide now. The trail's gone cold as ice, but you're gonna find me right behind ya. There's no hiding in the burning sun. The tables have turned and your time is up. Now the rabbit's got the gun.
My God, she got it.
Say goodbye to your getaway now.
Okay. Well, this is getting weird. Come here, baby.
You can try to disguise your face, but your little games won't slow the chase down. There's no hiding in the burning sun. The tables have turned and your time is up.
Yes.
Now the rabbit's got the gun.
How about that, boys?
On the run.
Yeah. There's the coal. Make sure I put the right one back in here, right?
Until the palace run, till our hotel, the war is they won. On the run. And it's all or none. I keep on till the deed is done. Hunting you down is half the fun. On the run.
Come on up here. All the Missouri guys decided to weigh in first. How about Austin Culbertson? Moberly, Missouri. On the professional side here, you got a good bag of fish as well. 14 pounds and 12 ounce from Mr. Austin.
You know, it's not exactly the start I wanted on the home pond, but I cannot complain because I'm on my favorite fishery in the world, and I've got my favorite people out here in the crowd. So,
Absolutely.
you know, everything's good. I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to try to catch them tomorrow. I left a few swimming, so we'll see them tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. You got it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
All right, let's bag them up. Woo! That's the one right at the end that helped it out.
All right, big bass alert. If you guys ever been around MLF, we got the big bass alert bell down there for Ramey, and he's definitely right. I see it down in there. All right, let's go ahead and weigh these fish and weigh his big bass as well. Andrew Nordbye, Gunnersville, Alabama, on day one. He's going to be your new leader. 21 pounds and ounces for Andrew Nordbye.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
Kyle Schutta, Forest Lake, Minnesota. 5 fish today in the bag. Kyle, let's see what you got there, man. Looks like you got 14 pounds and 5 ounces. 14.5. We're bringing up a little bit here. Michael Harlin from Sunrise Beach, Missouri. All right, I remember how pretty she is, but I don't remember her name. What was her name? Give me the name.
Hadley.
Hadley, that's right. All right, here we go, Michael. Uh-oh, I got to say, this surprises me, man. 4 fish, 6 pounds and 6 ounces. A big surprise, I'm sure, for you as well, sir.
Yeah, it surprises me too. It's a pretty disappointing day. It was a tough day on the water for me, but you got to take the good with the bad and the bad with the good in bass fishing. And today was not a good day for me. So.
Okay, we made it back to weigh-in. We just weighed 21.8. That is my second biggest bag ever. I've weighed in a few 18s, a few 19s, a few 20s, and a 25-pound bag in college up at Kentucky Lake. But that's my second biggest bag ever, my biggest bag in a pro tournament ever. And we're sitting in the lead. I think it might hold or it'll be close to holding. We got a bunch of people left to weigh in, but what a blessed day. We culled out in the last 30 minutes with a 4.5, culled out a 280, and that put us over 21 pounds.
As far as the cut line goes, you know, I think it was right around 13 pounds. I think it'll probably, I don't see how it couldn't drop at least a pound or 2 maybe. I mean, that's just my guess. I think a lot of people did burn their bedfish today. So, you know, I think I probably need 12 pounds or so to secure myself in the cut. As far as winning weight, man, I got to do some heavy work. I think the guy, you know, there's a couple guys that busted over 20 today. Like I pretty much thought that was going to happen, and I would look for them to probably back it up. Not with 20, but, you know, a good 15 plus pounds. So we got to keep our head down and we got our work cut out if we're going to make a run at that. But right now we're just focused on trying to get in that cut. Once I get, you know, 12 pounds in the boat, the pressure will kind of be off and we can go from there.
Yeah, it's really easy to get to 10 pounds. Well, I say that. It's easy to get to 10 pounds. It's hard to get to 15 right now. Didn't quite make it today because of a few fish losses. I probably should have been sitting around 17 with the 2 fish I lost today. And that would have been very helpful because then tomorrow, you know, I could catch 12 or 13 and really feel comfortable. If I could catch 15 tomorrow or 14 and a half again, I think that's well within the cut, 29 pounds. And then I've got enough big ones found that I could make it interesting. I'd really rather, I thought I could go in today and catch 18 and, I dang near did, just didn't work out. But I could easily do that again tomorrow if they would cooperate.
I always dreamed of this ever since I was a little kid. When the voices down deep inside kept calling my name, couldn't be denied. Further on down the road, felt the fire burning in my soul. Knew what I had to do. Man on the move, I was on the loose, and I stepped into the light. I'm gonna live, I'm gonna fight like it's the last day of my life. Nothing to lose, don't cry for me. It's my destiny, no turning back. It's do or die. You're gonna see me come alive. This ain't fake news, all eyes on me. It's my destiny. Oh, it's my destiny. I stand a little taller now, and not afraid to show you how. I never look back, holding my own, knowing this road I walk alone. And I stepped into the fire. I'm gonna live, I'm gonna fight like it's the last day of my life.
Second day, Lake of the Ozarks. Here we are. We had 14 3/4 or so. It's got us with 29 pounds even for 2 days. Definitely gonna make the cut, so I'm happy about that. I had to kind of scrap everything today. I started off throwing a mag draft in the morning, caught 3 keepers pretty quick, and then settled down, caught some more bedfish, went on a little bit of a lull, and then towards the end of the day, about 1 or 2 o'clock, pulled up on a 2 3/4, caught it off bed, and then found a 411 and had to work that one for like an hour. I caught the buck twice, but ended up catching that fish, so that really kicked off my bag. I'm happy about it, but once again, I really don't have anywhere to go or any spots to fish. We're just gonna have to go out and find some new fish on bed. That's gonna be the plan, and we'll also try to throw that mag draft in the morning as well.
Yeah, I had a lot better day today out there. Kind of just did my thing and went fishing. Caught one a whole bunch of different ways. Had a lot better day. I caught tons and tons of fish today. Just, I was happy with what I had. I think I had 14 and a half or so. I jumped off a freaking giant in the last 5 minutes and then had one pull off on the glide that probably would have put me in the cut. But, that's fishing, and you got to, take it how it is, move on, and catch them at the next one. So, happy to get some points and make a little comeback today and move on and keep my head down.
You got it. We'll see you tomorrow, sir. Appreciate you. Great job.
Intention today to try to secure a limit a little bit earlier than yesterday. Caught a couple small ones early, and I think I had 3, and then I decided it was time to probably start sight fishing. That was around 9 o'clock. I ended up catching one of my better fish that I had left on a bed. It was a 3.5 pounder. Pretty quickly, actually, once I got on the fish. And from there, I bounced around trying to get on a few other fish that I had marked, but the wind had changed today and it kind of affected my ability to see and fish for those fish. So I went looking for some new fish, and I ended up finding a few and fished for those fish for the remainder of the day. Had both of them bite my bait and spit it back out without getting them in the boat. So ended up with 11 pounds even, and that's gonna put me right on the cut line. Weigh-in is still going on, and I think I'm in 44th place right now, and it looks like there's about 10 guys left to go. So we'll see. Hopefully I get to go fishing tomorrow, and if that wind dies a little bit, that could really help us put a bigger bag together and move up.
All right, we're just pulling in to weigh in. Had a decent day. It was a little tougher to get the big bites on me. First fish of the day came after about an hour, hour and a half, but it was almost a 4-pounder, and I thought sticking out in the brush all day, I would get some more quality bites. I caught about 30 fish today, 7 or 8 keepers, and I think I got about 13 pounds is all. Couldn't get another big bite. I missed a couple. I did break one off. It was behind the limbs, so I don't know how big it was, but we bed fished a tiny bit, caught one of our keepers on a wacky rig behind the dock, but every other fish we caught came out of brush, and I really thought we'd run into a couple bigger ones. We fished a lot of new water that we didn't hit yesterday, but that's how it goes. I'm excited to see where this puts us. We had an amazing day yesterday. I know we'll make day 3 tomorrow, so we're gonna have to figure a little something out and switch it up again.
Giving everyone a business, so we're the new kids in town. Breaking walls, blowing bridges, leaving rubble like a wrecking ball. Go ahead, call us outlaws. Cause we tear the roof off. Yeah. Better get your umbrella, cause this wind's gonna kill ya. Better run for some shelter, cause we're blowing down this house. We are a hurricane. I'm blowing in and we're taking names. Bring in the storm, here we go. Put your hands up.
Here we go from Forest Lake, Minnesota at 14.5 on day 1, 14.11 yesterday. Very good job. It is Kyle Schutta, 14.5 and 14.11, day 1 and 2. Kyle, that had you in 21st place, making a lot of money. Tackle Warehouse Invitationals this year. He's got a 5 bass limit today. 5 bass limit. Worth 10 pounds and 11 ounces, Kyle. Still good enough for 9th place, man. Pretty good week for you.
Hey, man, it was a great week, actually. You know, Lake of the Ozarks has had my number about 2 times in a row, so I'm happy to get some redemption out here. It was a fun week. I love to sight fish. I think I weighed 3 in, throwing a mag draft in the morning, and then I'll go sight fishing. And let me tell you what, there is some stingy big bass out there. Like, I looked at some giant ones that just wouldn't commit.
Educated.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how many lures I've seen, but enough of them, I'll tell you that. But it was an awesome week. It was fun looking at them, and I'm happy to make the cut. And I love this place. It's gorgeous, and the people are so friendly. I mean, it's like every dock you go to, you know, back at home, they're like, get away from my dock. And here they're like, come and fish my dock, cast under here. So
it's the place we want to be for sure, man. Well, you get that momentum train going in the right direction. We'll take this ship on to Maryland, Potomac River. That's going to be a tidal fishery. You got any experience there? Because you're on a roll, man.
Man, I have absolutely zero experience out there. I've never been there.
It can be a blessing in disguise, Kyle.
It's going to be fun either way, and I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. You've cashed several checks already. Good job, Kyle. Having a great 2023. All right, here we go. Our next pro to weigh in. From Moberly, Missouri, had 14.12 on day 1, 11 even yesterday. Had him in 46th place. It is Austin Culbertson. Austin's got 5 on Championship Saturday, worth 11 pounds and 2 ounces. That's got you in 32nd place. Good week, man.
Yeah, not too bad. I'm obviously not the finish you quite want on your home pond, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. I actually got on a really good bite today. Hadn't been able to get on a topwater bite all week, but was throwing around the Croc-Gator X-Toad this morning behind the docks, and they were hammering it. So that was a good morning. It was a lot of fun. But I just want to say a special thank you to a company that I really couldn't do it without, and that's Bait Wrx. Sorry about that. So, as you guys know, it's a pretty rough lake out there, and I'm pretty rough on stuff as it is. And without them, I really would not be able to do it because it seems like every week I'm coming home and needing something fixed, and they're willing to do it right then and there. So, if you guys ever need anything, please check out Bait Wrx right here in Osage Beach.
Love it. Giving them some love, man. Good job, Austin. Payday for Austin Culbertson. Who's next? All right, here we go. Down to business. He was your day one leader. He's weighed in the biggest bag of the event so far with 21 pounds, 8 ounces out of the gates on day one. Had 13-12 yesterday from Guntersville, Alabama, but loves this lake. Let's hear it for Andrew Nordbye. You got to check him out on social media. He blows it up. Great job. He's got the 2 E's, education and entertainment. That's the 2 E's, baby. Education and entertainment. It's what it takes to make successful social media, man. You're the one of the best at it. Well, here's the deal, man. Listen, you had that big bag on day one. Ron Nelson, the king of the hill, and he's awfully comfortable right now. He says, I ain't going nowhere, Andrew. It's kind of like Michigan versus Alabama. You need 17 pounds, 3 ounces to dethrone Ron Nelson. Put yourself in contention for the win. A 5 bass limit worth 14 pounds and 6 ounces. You got anything in there we need to take a look at, Andrew? Absolutely. Hold a few up. Andrew Nordbye is in 3rd place. 3rd place. 49 pounds and 10 ounces in 3 days. Lake of the Ozarks. A great job, man. Well, if you need a towel, there you go, bud. Hey, listen, well, let's go out front. Let's go out front and talk about Andrew. Just use your pants. You're an angler. That's what we do, man. Hey, a great week this week, man. You caught that 21-pound bag out of the gates. That kind of set the tone to get you a top 10 finish. It's been a phenomenal tournament for you.
Thank you. Yeah, it was super exciting. I found a little sweet spot in practice. I was getting bit an 8 to 12-foot brush in this one little area using a Strike King finesse jig, 3-inch rage crawl, and crushed him. Only fished half my brush and got out of there. Went fun fishing, cold out twice. Amazing day one, blessed day. And then yesterday, they shut off. I think they just got a little finicky. I fished new brush and caught what I had. And then today I went back in there and I switched the rage craw out to a little rodent, a 3-inch rodent, and they didn't want the flappers today. I caught 3 out of brush again and then went wacky rigging and caught about 30.
That's breaking it down for us, right? We love that intel, man. Well, you've had a great week. You've had a great year. We're going to Potomac River next, man. Go win that thing.
Hey, I hope so. I've never been. I'm excited.
You're due for a W, man. It's coming. I promise you. You keep putting yourself in contention in this position, and good things will happen. Well, any final words for an unbelievable crowd here at Osage Beach, or anybody watching anywhere in the Major League Fishing universe? Your time, Andrew.
You bet. Just chase your dreams, everybody. God's got a plan for you, and chase your passions he's given you. And I love you all. Thank you so much, and God bless you. We're going to get out of here. See you at the next one.
Love this guy, man. Great job, Andrew. Check him out on social media. Andrew Nordbye.
I see you standing right there. What you ain't for?